It's always hard when Burnley gather momentum with longer balls and second balls. We then settled into counter-attacks, possession in their half, great positions. Didn't take advantage of those to open the game up on our side, and then we made mistakes for their goals.
Sean Dyche has just said that he felt that maybe he sensed that your teams, lost their way a bit, forgotten how to maybe win games away from home specifically. I mean, how do you put that right going into the next one?
I think all the teams around the same area as us in the table have similar issues, whether it's home or away. You don't win enough football matches. Burnley have been the same. That's just a reality of where we are, and the way we get about it is by work, go again.
Just finally from me, how challenging then are the next 60 odd hours until you have to kick off?
Everything's challenging no matter the result today. It's challenging. The challenge is to stay in the league. We've got 9 games to do it, 27 points, a lot of points. We lost points tonight we should have gained because it wasn't a game to lose for us. We did exactly enough in the game in a general sense. We got ourselves in positions to win the game and we didn't take those, and we have to accept that as our own responsibility.
Quite disappointing that we seem to be on top for most of the second half, looking at that third goal, but effectively it's 2 mistakes which have cost it.
Yes. Got no more answer to that. Disappointing.
Is there anything you can mitigate against those mistakes?
No, the mistakes are mistakes, and generally in football, if what happens in the middle 70% of the pitch is a battle and can be contested, but the critical areas are your own box and the opposition box. And I wouldn't just say the mistakes are in our own box. They're easy on the eye to see, very clear, but they ended up in goals. But we're not doing enough also in the final third when we are having counter attacks, getting in good positions, getting in crossing positions. So I'm not singling it out at the back end of the pitch. Who, sorry? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we took the penalties really well. But, I'm not picking at individuals. I'm just saying we were in that. The feeling of the game at 2-1 was that we had control and we're waiting. We're getting opportunities to score and shots and blocks and corners and in really good areas of the pitch, and we didn't do enough on that side of it.
Do you feel that the effort and the belief is there, and it's these areas that particularly that will be the difference between the
Yeah, the effort's there, and belief will always be tested because this is football. No matter where you're at, in moments when they're tough moments, a game today we were in a position to go and win or not lose for sure, and then you lose. Of course, it's a test of belief for everybody. That's my job to bring that back. We've got a game on Saturday morning, but at the same time, the effort is there. You see the players are disappointed at the end. So there are certain realities in football though that if you do make mistakes you will concede. So in terms of the general performance, I didn't hate it at all. You got to deal with moments and 5 minutes of pressure against Burnley in games because of the way they play. But at the same time, the goals are just not goals that we should concede, and they affect the game.
Do you look at this run? These have got some very difficult teams coming out. Do you look at them and think that there's an amount of points we need out of this as well?
Well, it will always depend on the other teams around us, and I don't think it's worth looking at in terms of difficult teams. We played our best performance against one of our best performances against Man City. We should have drawn the game, albeit for a decision. Coming to Burnley's hard. Going to Tottenham is hard. Playing Newcastle at home is hard. All the games are tough, and they will be for the other teams that are fighting where we are. So it's not worth overthinking that side of things. It's game by game by game in our approach.
Frank, it's obviously enough defeated away from home. That's been a big issue this season. Can you pinpoint why? Because some of the performance at home has been positive, obviously. Why is there such a disparity between home and away from home?
Well, today was clear, and I've said it there again. And we made mistakes within the performance that were crucial to the goals that we conceded, and we weren't clinical enough. Not every game's been the same as that, but that was the story tonight.
Any further questions?
Frank, how did you feel about the way Everton started the game? It felt like Burnley were on top of the structure. They got that goal. I mean, what did you say to the players when they were starting the match, and how did you feel they responded and did that in front of the Everton crowd?
Well, we responded really well from the goal, I've got to say, the way we played, and I think I didn't dislike our start too much, because you have to understand, I think, a bit when you come to Burnley, they start well and they go direct, and second balls fall their way. They can end up in your half, and you've got to do the real basics well. We did it so, slightly off, particularly for the goal, but the reaction was good. And generally, even away from home, we've started games well. And then when something's happened in game, maybe we haven't reacted so well. Couldn't say that today. Our reaction was really good. After their goal, we controlled the first half. We get our 2 goals. In the second half of the game, we have so many opportunities. And when I say they're not absolute golden chances, but lots of times they're up and around their box to create, and some really good chances. So that felt clearly the story of the game to me.
There's a growing pessimism when people come to competitive boards, like growing pessimism amongst fans. What do you say to them?
Well, the only talking we can do is on the pitch, come to games and fight. They've got 9 games to play for, and all they need to know is that from my point of view, I can speak and say it here, that I'll give everything in these 9 games to prepare and do the right things. We did it today. The message was clear, the plan, how Burnley were going to play against us, everything was very clear. Within the game, we made mistakes. I will do that with every game, and the players will do their talking on the pitch. That's the only place for them to do the talking.
Frank, how did you pick them up after the man? It wasn't just the defeat, was it? But being 2-1 up and then kind of seeing them late on to lose again, how they picked the way up from
Well, you have to, because this is football, and the reality is Manchester United will be a completely different game at Goodison, with an understanding now of the pressure that's on it. So we can't be. We can't pretend that tonight didn't happen. We have to use it as a positive, which means being on edge till Saturday, on a good edge. We know what it's on the game. We believe in ourselves at Goodison. Manchester United are coming on Saturday morning. We have to be ready for it.
Do you need
That's the job of a manager. That's the job of a manager. I've been in it a few years now, and it's the difference between playing and managing. You can't affect on pitch in game. You can do those. You can affect around it, of course. But so you have to be ready for that when you come into it. So no, I don't need picking up. I'm the one that has to pick up. I'm the one that has to pick up, and I understand completely what it is. I've been in the game a long time. I've been through good and through bad periods. The only way I know is to work. And as much as it feels not great tonight, in the morning it will feel that little bit better because you focus on Saturday. And I'm the one to pick up everybody. It's my job now.